China's President Xi Jinping meeting with President Trump today and tomorrow. Gordon Chang is with us. He's the author of the book, The Coming Collapse of China. Gordon, welcome back. Good to see you.
Thanks so much, Stuart.
Look, I just said at the top of the show that this is President Xi Jinping. He wants to look the equal of President Trump. That's what he's trying to do here.
Yeah, it's important. We in democracies don't really think so much about legitimacy because democracies are inherently legitimate. His form of government is not. And so therefore he needs those televised images standing next to Trump at Mar-a-Lago so they can bring it back to China on China Central Television and they can play it up in the state media. That's what's important to Xi Jinping on this two-day meeting.
It'll be the body language, the way they stand, the facial expressions. That's very important in China, right?
Absolutely. And, there's a whole body of literature about the way Xi Jinping greets foreign leaders in China, where he stands, his handshake, all the rest of it. So this is a matter of great importance for illegitimate Chinese leaders.
Do you think that Xi Jinping is on playing defense here? Because his economy is in trouble, and he's got a huge trade surplus with America, which we don't like. Is he playing defense?
For two reasons. First of all, because he does have that faltering economy, and the only way they're getting any growth at all is by putting on debt at an unprecedented pace. They are now accumulating debt 5 times faster than they're creating output, even if you believe their inflated output numbers. But the other reason why he's playing defense, Stuart, is because China's gotten everything they want from the U.S. anyway. So it couldn't be any better from Beijing's perspective. They're worried about Trump changing the equation with China.
But that's what he's going to do. If you listen to President Trump in advance, he's talking about putting a tax on stuff coming into the country.
Well, there's
out there
all sorts of things that he's going to do, and I think one of the things that people overlook is that he's talking about sanctioning Chinese banks. That $81 million heist from an account at the Federal Reserve Bank of New York was facilitated by Chinese middlemen and undoubtedly by Chinese banks. That's an enormous issue because if the federal prosecutors go after those banks and unplug them from the global financial system, which they should do because this is bank robbery,
right.
Then I think China's in a very difficult position.
You see, that's an issue we've heard nothing about whatsoever, but may well be dealt with behind those closed doors today.
Absolutely.
Last one, Mar-a-Lago, the palace down south. What do you think Xi Jinping and the domestic Chinese audience will make of Mar-a-Lago?
They will say, oh, Shinzo Abe, the Japanese prime minister, went there in February. Now it's sort of like Americans are treating Xi Jinping in sort of the same way, the same status as a U.S. ally. That's the message that they'll take away.
What about the palatial aspect of Mar-a-Lago? Will Chinese folks like that?
Probably not. And Xi Jinping is not playing golf because golf is associated with corruption. Xi Jinping goes after his enemies using corruption as an excuse. So that's why Shinzo Abe played golf, but Xi Jinping won't.
Okay, your judgment in 20 seconds. Who wins?
I think Trump wins because Trump has an active political will. He can change all the relations with China just by being Trump.
Gordon, I think you're going to be much in demand over the next 24, 36 hours. Thanks for being with us first. We appreciate that, Gordon.
Thanks so much, Stuart.